Kanye West, also known as Ye, recently acquired the conservative social media platform Parler. The rapper purchased the network shortly after getting locked out of Twitter and Instagram for anti-Semitic posts. Chief Policy Officer for Parler, Amy Peikoff. Welcome.
Hi, thanks for having me on.
Hey, thanks for being
by the way, the transaction's still in process, so it's not completed, right? So there's an agreement in principle, and we're still very much working out the details.
Amy, first, could you tell us a little bit about Parler for maybe those who aren't familiar with the platform? Obviously, there are some other platforms out there that are challenging Twitter, claiming to be out there for free speech. You've got Truth Social, among a number of others. What's different about Parler?
Well, so Parler was a precursor to all of these, right? There were some people who saw very early on in 2018, in fact, that there was an issue both with the privacy treatment of the users and then the content policies over on the other platforms, and thought that there should be an alternative. Of course, Parler took off in 2020, reaching #1 on the app stores multiple times, also early in 2021, before we were unjustly deplatformed by Amazon, Apple, and Google. I'm sure many people have heard about it.
Yeah, Amy, I want to talk about, if I can go back to Kanye West. I don't know how much you can comment on that, but is that welcome news that this would be a potential buyer for Parler, or is it not? Are there any thoughts?
No, certainly, right? So, and people, there's been a lot of controversy around him, and people have been trying to say things about Parler as well. You know that there's a lot of free speech sentiment out there in the mainstream media, et cetera. But all those issues are a distraction. Here you have a very productive, successful businessman in a couple different fields, and he's deciding that it's so important to have a nonpartisan platform where people can exercise their rights to free thought and free expression, that he's willing to put his money behind it. And I think that's a very exciting, good development. It's different from the Twitter acquisition in that the employees are all on board, of course, with this, whereas you've heard, numerous rumblings that Twitter employees are not happy about the acquisition by Elon Musk.
Let me ask you this, Amy. I thought this was interesting. Kanye told Bloomberg that he wants to invite Trump onto Parler, and he also said he'll sign up to Truth Social. Do you think there's any sort of potential for some kind of partnership with Truth Social in the future?
I've not heard anything like that. I've heard a little bit that the content moderation policies over at Truth are a little bit different from ours. They're more what you might call a traditionally religious conservative slant. We've been more nonpartisan. So I don't know exactly what everything will look like. But as I said, details are being worked out. I haven't heard anything about an actual reaching out having happened.
So far, Parler, it has been out. Kind of give us the lay of the land. I think we've talked to you guys when you first launched. Now it's making major headlines here with Kanye West and talks to purchase it. Where are you in terms of today users? Are they enjoying it? What is something specific about it that is standing out right now?
Well, first of all, the influx of a lot of people who aren't there necessarily for politics. That is one thing that we've always wanted at Parler, is to increase the scope of discussion beyond just politics, because life shouldn't really be about politics all the time. So here we have, again, a successful musician. He's an apparel titan, artist. And so he's bringing a lot of different voices to Parler, and yes, a big uptake in users and new accounts.
Yeah, we'll continue to follow that. We appreciate that. Amy Peikoff weighing in there on the possibility of Kanye West owning Parler. We will await
Exciting
for final
news.
word. Yeah,
I think it's going to happen. It's just the details. Yeah.
Got it.
We'll be watching. Thanks, Amy.
Thank you.